30 miles for 26.2, then Liz is here to share a few thoughts with you. Hello, Liz.
Hello.
For those of you that don't know, I'm also married to Liz, so this is an interesting thing doing the questions here. How's it feeling, Liz? You've got just one more sleep to go.
Yeah, good. Slightly nervous, as probably all you guys are as well. A little excited, and just want to really get running now.
What sort of thing goes through your mind with a day to go?
Really, it's just about thinking if I've done everything. So for me, it's like preparing my drinks, preparing my kit, packing my bag. But really, it's just about reframing and making sure everything's really positive. So there's all those positive thoughts, reminding myself I've done all the training, it's there, and just preparing my race head really for tomorrow morning.
So if you were to give all these people one piece of brilliant advice for getting their race head on, if you need to know how to get a race head on, Liz Yelling's going to tell you. What's the one thing they need to do tomorrow morning to get a proper race head?
Just get yourself really up for it and pumped, and remind yourself that you've done the training, look back over it, and it's just reminding yourself of all the positive things that you've done, and forgetting those negative, those little niggles, and maybe that injury you had a few weeks ago where you had time out. Remind yourself of the runs that you have done, the good sessions that you've done, and that you're actually really ready for this moment, and just really soak up all the positive vibes around the expo and all the positive people you meet, and then just bottle it up and release it slowly over the course of the race tomorrow.
Now, tomorrow's race is quite important for you. We all know it's the London Olympic Games in 2012. For Liz, it will be Liz's third Olympics. She went to Athens for the marathon, she went to Beijing for the marathon, and she's trying to qualify for the Olympic Games tomorrow. Just tell us a little bit about what you've got to do.
The Olympic qualifying is 2:31, so ideally I'd like to run faster than that. There's also some other British running, so I've got a little bit of competition as well from Joe Pavey and Louise Damon, so it'll be great out there to have a little bit of a battle with them. And I'm just really looking forward to getting out there and racing on this level again since having my daughter Ruby.
So Liz is also a mum. For those of you out there who are thinking, well, it comes easy to these elites, doesn't it? Liz is also a busy mum. So when you're busy juggling things, have you got a little piece of advice for anybody about how to juggle their busy lives? Get a brilliant husband.
Yeah. I think Ruby's been watching Cinderella for the last few days with me, just trying to get some rest and recovery. But it's just, going with the flow with things. I think when you've got a little one, they're full of energy, and I've just been taking my running head out and enjoying the time with her, and just passed her over to the grandparents so I can get focused. But she's a great addition to my life, keeps me away from thinking about running all the time, so that's good.
Now, running 26.2 miles at 5.5 minute pace isn't easy. To stay on track with that is really difficult. So what do? Let's say you get to mile 19, you get to mile 20, and it's starting to feel a bit hard. We all know it feels like that on Sunday. What do you do when it gets really difficult to get through those moments when you think, oh, everything hurts?
I do a number of things. Sometimes I just grit my teeth and push harder. Other times I have a mantra and just kind of say yes I can, over and over again to myself, just to kind of get rid of that other voice that's saying, oh, it's hurting, stop, slow down. And I just try and get to the finish line as fast as I can so I can get it over and done with.
Great piece of advice from Liz. If you want to run really well on Sunday, just get to the finish line as quickly as you can, get it all over and done with. I think we've got time for a couple of questions, so if you want to put your arm up, if you've got a question for Liz, let's do some now, shall we? Anybody got anything they want to ask in advance of tomorrow's big race?
What do you eat tonight that you think will help?
Well, I had a big breakfast this morning. I'm going to have my main meal probably about 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon. So I'll have a big pasta meal with plain tomato sauce, a bit of cheese, bread. And then I'll just have a little bit of pasta tonight. So most of my eating is done before tonight. And then I just eat to hunger tonight, so I don't feel like I go to bed on a huge stomach.
It's me that goes to bed with the big belly. Anybody else? Another question? Yep, I'll come over here.
What are you planning on eating after the marathon and the weeks after?
chips, cakes. Usually when I cross the finish line I crave chips, just the salt and the fat. And then I'm going to treat myself on some nice cakes next week and just have a week off running and enjoy eating what I fancy.
Chips and cake. She is real after all.
It's my first marathon ever. Is there any advice for that?
Firstly enjoy it, but also make sure you get your pacing right in those first few miles. I think as a first time marathon runner it feels really weird to set off and feel really easy when you're used to racing, trying to get a really fast time, but it's really important you control those first few miles. And if you've anything spare, use it in the last 6, not the first 6.
After tomorrow, when will you run again and how far will that run be?
I'll probably run again about 8 to 10 days after the race, and it will probably only be for about 15 minutes. So I run every other day for a week, building up the time, so I'll be 15 minutes, maybe half an hour, and then maybe 40 minutes, and then the following week I start to build up the frequency. So I'd probably take a month getting back into my full training loads again.
Over here.
Hi Liz, with 2012 just around the corner, what's the chance of a GB medal in the marathon?
I think we've got a great chance of a GB medal in the marathon, with the likes of Mara, Paula, myself, possibly Joe Pavey, and I think we've got incredible talent in this country in marathon running, especially on the women's side, so I think it'll be very exciting.
Some elite runners say they're stronger after having a baby. Do you feel that?
No, I don't know. I think it's total farsing. I think it's taken me a while to get back because I wasn't able to run through my pregnancy, and also I think having a baby blows your core stability out of the water, so it's taken me a while to kind of get that strength back again. So at the moment, unless I run Amazing World tomorrow, at the moment I haven't noticed an improvement, just the same old me.
Okay, Liz, thank you so much for joining us here on the Lucozade stand. We all wish you the best of luck for a great race tomorrow. Go out there and show us all what you can do. Really good luck.